Hey guys, welcome back to Community Cares. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackbird. We're having so much fun today. I love this. We have a really special guest, and I have the honor of being currently the president of the board of directors for Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. And I really have a lot of respect for both these gentlemen next to me, both my brothers here. And so I'll let you introduce yourself.
My name is Mark Teachout, and I'm a recent board member from about 4 months ago.
Well, we're so honored to have you, and you were on the show before because you were part of a different nonprofit, and we thank you for joining our team. And for those who don't know, Mark he volunteered here with his wife, his lovely wife, and they would sort clothes and help serve people, and he fell in love with the ministry and just our organization, and he's got more involved. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Dave roped him in.
Aboard.
I roped him in. That's what he says all the time. Don't hang out with Dave too long. He'll start putting you to work.
And for public record, he committed to another 3 years, unless you have to resign for something personal, on video, and that was at our last board meeting.
Jeez,
so just so everybody knows.
This guy.
I'll be about 93 when I go off the board.
Yep. On a serious note, I really appreciate you, Mark, as a friend and a board member as well, and just all the different hats you wear for Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, and just serving those in need. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad to help.
So we wanted to start the show with a very big announcement that we have, and you may have already seen it. We posted some pictures a few days ago. Wow, you made that worse, dude.
Hey.
No, look it. Watch. See? Now it's even on the camera. It's not even here. But
it was a symbolic gesture of something messed up, and then we fixed it because we wanted to be the change that we wanted to see.
That's right.
So you did it.
So we have a very big announcement that we already announced, and we are so thankful. We actually have some footage from the event we wanted to share here. So let's get into it. Hey guys, this is Dave. I know we are in the middle of another podcast right now, but I wanted to share with you guys one of our biggest partners we've ever had, Molina Healthcare. They are a wonderful team of people. I really appreciate Kim. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes, thank you.
And let's talk about some of the things about Molina. What is Molina Healthcare?
Sure. So Molina Healthcare was founded in 1980 in Long Beach, California, with our mission to provide quality health care to those who need it most. Today, Molina serves about 5 million members across the country through government-funded programs, which include Medicaid, Medicare, and Marketplace. And we just launched in Nevada in 2022. So excited to continue to expand our business here.
Well, yeah, what you guys do is so crucial, and the way you guys serve the community is huge. I mean, the support from our event was great. We really appreciated everything you guys have done for us, for sure, including this grant that we just recently received from our friends at Molina Healthcare in support of our microcloset expansion project. So thank you so much for that. Why did you support GSCC?
Well, Molina Healthcare of Nevada is committed to addressing the needs in our community and collaborating with partners like Good Shepherd Clothes Closet. We regularly partner with our community partners to help solve issues for social determinants of health, which include things like clothes, everyday need hygiene products. We can even address housing issues if people need resources for that. And we know that those items can really impact people's overall health and wellness.
Right.
And so we know that Good Shepherd Clothes Closet is doing a lot of those things, and we were proud to be able to award the grant to expand the services that you're offering in the community.
Well, that's so great. I mean, we have a tagline up here, be the change that you want to see in the world. And you really are embodying that with Molina. And I just want to thank you. I know we're going to talk about it in the podcast, but again, I just want to reaffirm that this has really been the foundation for us to launch our micro closet expansion. We have Bristlecone, Circle Life Community Hospice House, which is about to open. And then there's a bunch of new partners that we can't get into quite yet.
We can't can't announce it all
but
yet.
there's going to be, we're looking at some shelters and some different big things to help seniors and adults and children. And I think it's just so important. I love your tagline, to meet people where they're at. And that's really the mission that we're trying to move forward in this expansion.
Well, and that the truck will be vital. The pickup truck will be vital for that. They donated a 2023 Toyota Tacoma. I mean, that is so fun. It's brand new. And, we're going to be driving it all around town, and it will say on the back, powered by Molina. Right. And so we're super excited about it.
It was funny because we may be partnering with Renown and some other hospitals in different ways, but they had a bunch of boxes left over from the big drive they did. We had no way to pick them up.
And it's so funny. I hear it all the time. People say, we did a big clothing drive for Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, and I had no clue about it.
Yeah.
People are really coming alongside what we're doing in the community.
Yeah.
So how can people find out about Molina Healthcare?
So the best way is to go onto the website, molinahealthcare.com/NV, like Nevada, and all of the information is on there. We want people to understand that they have a choice in their Medicaid, and they can choose Molina Healthcare.
It's so important to know that, because a lot of people don't realize that.
Yes.
And I love your guys' colors as well.
Yes, the teal stands out. It is a great color.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And we made history today. Today is the official launch of our new logo, and we wanted to do that in partnership with our great partners, and really make this a historic day. But we're just so excited.
Yeah. So our logo, it's kind of a tealish color too, a little more baby blue. The designer said it was more of a powder blue, I think is what she said. Yeah. But it's they work well together, and I'm really excited to have the logos on the truck and getting that out there for the community to see. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers or listeners?
Yes. So a lot of people don't know that as a Molina Healthcare of Nevada member, they are eligible for gift card rewards for getting preventive services. So for going to the doctor and getting a well check, they're eligible for a gift card to do that. So we want people to take advantage of those benefits. They're also eligible for bus passes for social services like the food bank and the DMV office and job interviews. And also they can receive a $30 credit per household per quarter to get things like vitamins and supplements, things in a drugstore type environment from a catalog that can be drop shipped directly to their house.
Well, that's so important, because we are in some tough times for certain people, and people are facing new challenges. And so all the little things add up like that. And I also really love that you guys have a great focus on mental health. Yeah. And your chief medical officer is a psychologist, correct? Psychiatrist, which is amazing. So thank you for taking the stand for that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here and just partnering with us. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to launch into that next season of life. So thank you again. And for those that don't know, it was a $52,000 grant from Molina Healthcare. And so, and we're very, and the other thing I did want to mention was, just because this grant happened, it's not like Molina's going to be like, all right, good, we're good to go. We're actually working on big events.
Big events coming up.
Really big events in the community with our partners at Molina. So please stay tuned. Our back to school event will be happening. We're going to get a date to you guys soon, but we are going to be doing that again. That was great in the community. A lot of people came out. You were here for that.
I was here last year. Almost 400 people were served, right?
Huge.
It was huge. Actually, that was a lower guesstimate for us. So
wow.
And just based on the numbers and what we were looking at, we always try to guess low, and so then next year, we can keep moving forwards and growing and do it better, right?
That's great.
And so that's not the only event. We are going to be doing more events with our partners.
So thank you guys. We love you so much. Oh, there it goes.
Thank you guys.
And take care.
We are just so thankful for Kim and Jose and everyone at Molina. We received this $52,000 grant to help expand our micro closet expansion project. It's specifically for a truck and and all those pieces and getting them out there. And we are just so happy. Thank you guys so much.
Well, I just think, just to clarify, what a big deal this is. It's a beautiful 2023 Tacoma truck, as you could see probably in the video or the pictures flashing, or we'll see at the end of this. But it really is going to enable us, and I love this tagline that you say, Dave, to meet people where they're at, right? And really to be able to have those micro closets to go out and be able to organize and facilitate those with our partners that will be announced, down the road in the near future and soon. Our first one that we've done and are doing is Bristol Cone. So really helping those who are struggling with addictions and recovering from that. What a beautiful, beautiful concept.
Yeah, and our pilot program at Bristol Cone is actually expanding, and we have some other concepts coming with that as well. That's the whole purpose of a pilot program, right? Is so then you can work out some of the kinks and make it work for that organization. So if any organizations are interested in our microcloset expansion project, it's not one size fits all, and we know that because your organization is different than maybe a different organization, and that's okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Molina, to Jose and Kim, and just thank you so much for partnering with us and having the trust that we're going to deliver on what we said we would do for the community. And it really says a lot to have a big partner like Molina come on board and support us in this huge way. I mean, wow.
Yeah, no, it blew me away. It really blew me away. And we are just so grateful, so thankful. And thank you for talking with us. Thank you for the check reveal. And we're excited to see what's next for Good Shepherd. I mean, we're obviously the truck is next. And we're going to put a nice wrap on it. It'll say powered by Molina. We're really excited for that. And we're just really grateful for our partners in Molina.
Yeah. I did want to say something, to give a shout out to Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet and just, reaffirm why it's so important to donate to Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. Nothing against other organizations. I want to be clear. The one that I'm going to talk about was Goodwill. And there was a video on TikTok, and I shared it on the Good Shepherd's page. And they still do great things with some of their profits. But this really just defines why we're so special. And in the video, an officer walked into a Goodwill, and there was a homeless individual, a woman, who had no shoes. And he asked the management if he could have a free pair of shoes, and they said, we're not allowed to do that, unfortunately. So he ended up buying them. But we never charge for any of our clothing items, period. That we just don't. And so the volume we do is over $70,000 at thrift store prices a month. And really, when you fund us at a Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, it all goes to the mission. We're not making profits. We're a nonprofit, but we really put it all back into the mission, which is so spectacular. And we do need support, not only donations of clothing, but we need volunteers in our stores. And for the micro closet expansion, we need outreach volunteers, which is a really exciting new one. So we're building that team to go out in the community and do tabling events and just explain with our partners what we do in the community. So if you're interested in that, please reach out. And then we definitely need financial donations. I'm not afraid to ask. I don't think any of us are, because we have some huge dreams in our hearts to really get out in the community.
And I know we always tease and say, oh, we have big things coming. Actually, we
really do.
We have even more big things coming.
Poor Mark joined the board. He had no idea.
So,
yeah, I think my time is up now.
Well, actually, 3 years from yesterday, so you got some time, buddy.
But it is important. One of the things I really love about not only volunteering here at Good Shepherd, but also being on the board, is that we hear regularly from our donators that come in the back door, and they say, I'm giving you this because I know you're not going to resell it.
Yeah.
I know that you're going to just give it away. And I say, yes, everything that comes in the door that we can use, we are going to give away to somebody in need. And that's part of what sold me on Good Shepherd.
What's so cool is the eco-friendly part of it. I like to give that shout out about that, because a lot of people don't know, we don't just put anything out on the floor. It's got to be in a nice condition. We ask that you please wash it beforehand. And so if we find something that has smoke, it smells smoky or has holes in it, then we actually donate it to the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, no. Oh, Big Brother, Big Sisters.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters. I'm sorry, guys. Don't get mad at me.
And it was so funny. When I was meeting with them, they're like, I did that too.
Oh, no.
And he said, don't feel bad. It happens a lot. And so I'm like, I'm so sorry. But we are really thankful for our partnership with Big Brother, Big Sisters. They come and they manage that, and they recycle those clothing down to the core.
Which
they
is
really
so
do.
Awesome, because it doesn't end up in a landfill.
Bingo. Yep. Eco World's a great program and supports their program too.
Yeah.
So financially. And then for us, for things that have rips and holes, we don't want to give that out to people that need it. We really care about giving people hope and dignity when they come through our storefront, because that's what it's about. And as you guys see with our new logo that we've just revealed on Friday, we the whole idea behind it.
There's a heart. So
The whole idea behind it is giving hope and dignity to those in need.
yeah,
That was the whole
everybody.
mindset.
We don't discriminate. We have seniors come through our doors who can't afford between food and prescriptions. Literally before a dance we had that one senior. I love Vicky. She's a friend of mine, and she came in. She said she felt like Cinderella. You guys just waited on her hand and foot. She had a really fun dress to be able to go to the dance, and she couldn't have afforded it otherwise. We have children at back to school. We have huge back to school events. I mean, we had 300 or 400 families come through the doors for those events, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And the logo, I do want to touch base on this a little bit. I've had a little bit of pushback already from the logo, and some people saying, "Oh, well, why do you guys change your logo from a shepherd?" Right? Well, the reality is one, we want to be accessible to all people and be able to be to give things to all people, regardless. We have partnerships all around the community.
Yeah.
And second, it's not a good logo because it's clip art. So we're very thankful for the logo. We love our old logo, and we still want to show honor to it. We're gonna have stuff with it, but it is clip art. And for anyone that knows legal stuff, you're not supposed to have the center of your logo clip art.
We're not changing the name. And I love the new logo because it really represents love, loving people who need it the most, loving everybody, and just being unified in this community for our mission. And the last thing I wanted to add is when you walk in our storefront, and though we don't sell clothes, it's designed like a Bloomingdale's almost. I mean, really, the floors are beautiful. It's a clean atmosphere. And we do that on purpose because it's not just giving clothes away. It's providing hope and dignity, like you always say.
I have a volunteer that she came to me one day and said, "Dave, all I want to do is keep this as clean as possible. That's all I want to do."
That's beautiful.
And so she comes in multiple times a week.
Yeah.
And she cleans, and she's a high level person. I won't say her name unless she gives me permission, but she's a high level person. She's awesome. But for her, just coming in here and cleaning is the way that she serves the community. Yeah. She serves the people that walks through these doors by saying, "Hey, this is a clean environment for you. This is for you."
We all have a role to play. We can all contribute in one way or another, whether it's sharing this video, this podcast, liking our Facebook, coming in and cleaning, sorting clothes. We all have a role to play, and we can all be a part of that mission. And what would we do without our volunteers?
Absolutely. And another shout out we wanted to have with some partners we've had recently, and they have funded us in the past with some grants. The Redfield Foundation gave us a $10,000 grant for just us being giving away clothing for free, and they're a longtime supporter, and so they gave us a holiday grant, and they also gave us one for the for our 2024. So,
and I want to give a shout out to you viewers, because part of the reason they gave us the second one was very clear. A big part of it was because of Community Cares Community Cares podcast. And that it's because of viewers like you tuning in and sharing. And so you are making a difference. We are all making a difference together.
And we also received a grant from the Estelle Foundation. So they also gave us $10,000 or $15,000, and we're just so thankful for them. And we also received one from the Monroe Foundation, and so and they also sent $10,000. So we are thankful, and yes, those things matter, and we're thankful for them. And reason I want to shout this out is to show the community that not only do we care about what's happening, other people are helping. Other people are coming alongside. But that doesn't mean that $20 a month donation or anything else doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Our whole board gives to Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. We are 100% giving board. We care about the community. And yes, we have a few things that came through, which is a huge blessing that blows me away. It really does. But the reality is I want to share with you what's happening behind the scenes. I want to share with you, we're not just sitting around hoping that something's going to happen. we're working hard. We're writing grants. We're talking to people in the community.
Yeah.
We are taking that $20 that you give every month, and we are using that to have time and energy and to make these things happen. So not only do we get the things today happening, but the reason all three of those foundations, when I've spoken to, well, at least two of them, was because of our publicity, what we're doing with the podcast, what the videos you're sharing.
Yep.
That's why. And so it's important for us because they're watching this. They're watching. They need to know. So not only did we receive that amazing grant from Molina, so we really do appreciate that, but other community members, other community partners are coming around us right now.
Yeah. And I do like to always shout out that we are 100. We have no paid staff members besides our executive director, which is really rare because there's a lot of organizations that have a large amount of the money going to different roles, and I just think it's beautiful how many volunteers step up to make this happen.
Well, yeah, and I wanna go through a few of the numbers a little bit. So the reality is yes, we got some great grants, and we're very thankful for that. Mm-hmm. We really are. But the bread and butter of why Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet exists, period, is because of you. You right now listening, sharing.
Yep.
Because with the 620 program, when people jumped in, when we had nothing,
yeah,
it really helped us survive and keep moving the mission forwards. And if that ever stopped, I guarantee you that is when Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet will stop. When people stop believing in the cause.
Yeah.
When people stop believing in what's happening.
Well, we're also going to be getting a bunch of swag for sale so that you can buy it here at Good Shepherd's. Come in and say hi if you normally don't drop off clothes. Mm-hmm. And you can buy a T-shirt down the road. We'll announce on the podcast when it's available.
Yeah.
But, get the bumper sticker. Get the coffee cup. Show your support. Be a part of the mission. Not everybody can sort clothes, and we understand that. But we want this to be a community organization where we, just like we talk about all the time, we're stronger united. We're coming together. We're better together. And we can make a difference together. We do make a difference together. I see it every day.
Yeah, and I mean that's the point, guys. Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet doesn't exist for Chaz, Mark, and I. What it exists for is the community. This is your organization. This is your mission. This is our mission. It's not about us doing cool things and you saying, okay, I support you. No. When you give that $20 a month, when you're a part of what we're doing, when you tell your friend about us, when you give clothing to us, you are a part of this mission. The volunteers here, they really feel like I am a part of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
For sure.
And they are.
Yes.
You just giving whatever, or time, treasure, talent, you giving that
100%.
Because this is a community organization.
Yeah.
One of the things that I appreciate being on the board is I've noticed that the board takes very seriously their accountability of how they use the funds that are being donated. And they are very, very careful with how those funds are expended for the different expenses that we have to pay for. In fact, recently we redid our insurance program because not only was it inadequate, but it was way too expensive. And we were able to find somebody that could provide the package that we needed for about a $3,500 less cost.
Well, thank you for your work.
Well, you're welcome. It just brought back to mind to me that we're very careful with the donations that we receive so that we make those stretch just as far as we possibly can, because we want to honor you in the donations that you've made to Good Shepherd Clothes Closet by being good stewards of those donations.
Amen. And every time you sign up for 600 for 20, that's basically sponsoring a family a month. Mm-hmm. And so that's huge. For $20 a month, you can sponsor a family.
Yeah. And that was from one of our board members, Larry. So thank you, Larry, for that.
Yep.
And so a lot of people may see these funds coming in right now like, oh, I don't need to help anymore. They're good, right? But the reality is this facility actually costs us money to keep open. We have a very good deal through our partners, but it still does cost money. Our energy bill is pretty good for pretty large for a facility this size. And we're doing everything in our power to stretch that and make those things happen. But these partnerships with the people is really what keeps us going. Yeah. I mean, these grants are great, but if you actually look at our year budget, and which is public information, we're a nonprofit. If you look at some of the information, what we're doing, what we're doing is really going to the mission. Every penny that people spend on Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet matters. Every penny that's donated matters. Yeah. Every single one. It really does.
And for the volume that we're outputting, I don't think people really understand. I mean, if you went to, Savers
or Goodwill
and you bought $70,000 worth of clothes, I mean, think about that. That's how much we give away a month in a shopping experience that's tailored fit to that individual. And it's not just one piece of clothing. I mean, they're getting, a small wardrobe, certain items with it. And
if you're ever curious, too, on what we give away, it's actually on our website.
Getclothes.org, that's right.
Getclothes.org. We have the whole list, the shopping list. Every client gets all these items every time they come in. So if you're like, oh, do they actually give enough away? Our heart, everything inside us, we just want to help people. Yeah. That is the reality.
Yeah, recently I was here on a day that the store was open, and a gentleman came in and he showed me the check that he'd just gotten. He'd just gotten out of prison the night before, and he had nothing. And I was able to work with him, and when he left, he had a full clothing line of shoes, a belt, pants, and undergarments, and shirts, and coat, and everything that he needed to get him by. Wow. And he was just so grateful that we were able to give him that much. And it was absolutely free, and he could walk out the door and wear nice things.
Can you imagine after being in prison for whatever amount of time it was, too, the lack of social interaction, and to come out of prison and to have a fresh start and to have those free clothes, but to have someone like you help him pick things out and to love him, that act of love. I mean, the power of that event alone could put him on a trajectory for success.
Yeah.
I mean, just those small acts of kindness. That's
Absolutely.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was overwhelmed with how everyone in the store treated him. Everyone
so beautiful.
In the store. The lady who checked him out said, you can't come back now for 30 days, but if you have an emergency, got a job interview, if you've got something you really need some more clothes, you come back. We'll take care of you.
We don't turn people away.
And he couldn't hardly believe it. He was almost speechless.
Well, that's what it's about.
That was cool.
So,
that's why I love being here.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, that's great. And I love that story. That gives me chills. Yeah. I had a few chills just from that. Thank you. I mean, and that's what it's about, guys. This is why we're here doing what we're doing. I do get those questions sometimes. Well, why don't you sell them? Why don't you what? But when you have someone that comes in and donates their clothing and said, I lost a loved one, and he would want it to go to people in need. Mm-hmm. That is, it just hits different.
It does. 100%.
It's something that you're like, okay, I'm taking this clothing and they're giving me that honor to be able to give it to the person that needs this. And if you're ever curious, if you're ever wondering, that story right there, that's why we do what we do. Yeah. Yeah. That guy who literally has nothing. I had someone, we presented at Faith Alive Church a few weeks ago, and a gentleman comes up to me and says, he just gives me a hug. I'm like, do I know you? Like, I mean, I gave him a hug back. I wasn't rude or anything. Yeah. But I gave him the hug, and I was like, hey, how are you doing? And he's like, thank you. Mm-hmm. And I'm, what do you need? What's going on? He said, 2 years ago, I had nothing. I was living out of my car. I had nothing. I walked into Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. I got everything I needed. And now I work over at a hotel here in Reno. And I'm working every single day. And I would not have been able to do that because I literally had nothing. It was selling my car or getting clothing for an interview. But I smelled bad. I didn't feel good. But after I did that, I smelled okay. I talked to them, and now I'm a facilities manager at a hotel.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And it's not just people who have nothing. It's even the single mothers who
Yeah.
want to get some fresh clothes for their children so they can take them to the free events in the community, and they're embarrassed because they have holes in there. It's those students being bullied. You know, we talk about lowering teen suicide rates. That's a contributing factor, is helping people feel, you know, that they have the basic needs. It's just, there's so many different people that are touched through this organization and nonprofit that I'm glad that we could really describe some of these things, because it's such a broad scale of impact for Northern Nevada. It's not just Sparks. It's not Reno. It's all Northern Nevada. It's rural areas where people drive in.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's a lot more people that need help and support. So please help us continue the mission forward. Like Dave always says, his tagline, to continue the mission forward. But it's true. Please donate, even if it's $10 a month, whether it's $20 a month. And if you can't, that's okay. Share our videos.
Yeah.
Get involved, volunteer. Parents out there, this is a great opportunity. I get asked all the time, what's a safe place I can help, you know, my children volunteer with me? And I can't say, well, bring them, you know, to law enforcement activities through the chaplain corps, or out, you know, at the homeless shelter, because that's not always, you know, safe. But this is a safe environment. You can bring your family here and sort some clothes together. You know, that everybody can get involved.
Yeah, another thing we want to offer as well is, if you just don't want to volunteer every single week, I hear that a lot, and you just want to come in once a month for a few hours or an hour, we need help. So if you wanted to come in and just do a little bit here and there, we would love that, truly. So let's talk a little bit about, those are some big announcements. I'm sorry. Everyone, can we all take a breath? Because we've been holding a lot of this stuff in.
I love it because it's one announcement kind of, but it affects like a bunch of micro closets in the future.
Oh, I know.
And so it's just the beginning.
I know.
It's a huge announcement.
Redfield, Estelle, Molina, Monroe, all these different foundations supporting us. And then also Molina Healthcare. I mean, this is huge. And we are so thankful for every single person that helps.
Yes.
Truly. And if
Especially
anyone at
you,
all...
Mark.
If anyone at all wants a tour, wants to see this in action, what's happening and why, it doesn't even have to be a volunteer interview or anything. It just could be, hey Dave, I just want to see it. I want to come down.
Come
on
check it
down.
out.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
And I can show you around. I'm happy to do so. My email is dave@getclothes.org. Pretty easy to remember. So type it in, dave@getclothes.org, and we'd be happy to give you a tour. So truly. So, but let's talk a little bit. Happy Valentine's Day, folks. It is Valentine's Day. I know there's been a lot of announcements. I had a few ideas I wanted to share about Valentine's Day. There's so much to do in the Reno area. There really is. And my lovely wife and I, we always try to do something on Valentine's Day. And, but what are some great places to eat? I think I love Bricks. Grateful Gardens is a great option. One of the things I've done, and what I suggest for people to do, is get over yourself and get on the Ferris wheel at Shields. I hear people are like, "Oh no, it's for kids." I'm like, "No, just take it could be fun. Just take your other half and go."
They got some
on
good
the Ferris
food
wheel.
in that little restaurant in there, the little deli or the
Yeah. Shields is one of our partners. Great people. We really appreciate them.
We're looking forward to partnering more with them, hopefully over the next few years. So that'll be good.
Yeah, and so one of the ideas I want to share with you is definitely get on that Ferris wheel, take them over to BJ's restaurant. BJ's, this guy knows BJ's. He always tells me he gets these amazing deals. He like plays them. It's amazing. How do you do it? How do you do it, Mark?
Well, Mondays at BJ's is half pizza.
Oh.
Night, so get half pizza, and then we go there frequently enough to be part of their members, and so we accumulate $10 discounts. So we'll go there and get a $16 pizza that's because it's half off, and then we take $10 off of that. So we walk out of there with a $6 for a $33 pizza.
This guy.
It's just who I am, you know.
BJ's ambassador.
And then, you know, there's $4 Pizookie nights on Tuesday nights where you can get, you know, a lot of discounts that way too. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love Pizookies. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be a fun time. Make a reservation, go down to BJ's, maybe Shields. I mean, Marina's pretty cold, so I mean, you can still walk around though. Just dress warm. And Nika and I, that's one of our favorite things to do, is to do those kinds of things.
I like the fish and the fish tanks.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really cool just to watch all the
it's so
different
cool.
fish.
Yeah.
Lily will poke the glass, and I'll poke it like a kid.
All right, so what are some good conversation starters that they can write down for Valentine's
For
Day
the
date?
fish?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
No, for your Valentine's Day date. Not yours necessarily. I'm sorry.
I got some bad dad jokes.
Oh.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
not
hear
on
them.
the
Let's hear
dating
'em.
scene.
You got any
so-
Valentine's Day dad jokes?
I really don't.
No, he's got nothing. Oh man.
Man, way to put me on the spot about something like that. You've been married a long time. What do you say?
I just told my wife, God created me to please you. And then I get this rolling of the eyes.
Oh.
I don't know what that's all about. But anyway.
Well, another option to consider is, so my wife and I, we used to do a vlog around town, interesting things to do around Reno. It's called Classy Bird Vlogs, and all sorts of restaurants to check out on that. All sorts of free things to do. Top 10 free things to do in Reno has 50-something thousand views, and so just check that out. Free things. It's pretty accurate still, but it was done a few years ago. That's what you can do. Just go on there. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
I guess something I would say if I was dating somebody is I would say, give it back to me before I call the police. You say, what are you talking about? You stole my heart. Stupid dad joke. I know. I told you.
I'm gonna use that.
I'm glad that we're all having fun though. This is what I'm talking about. We're all on the board, and this is an example of just our whole team though.
Yeah.
We have fun. We feel purpose, and
And we get things done.
we laugh a lot. Dave mostly laughs at me, with me.
Oh,
But
buddy,
it's okay.
buddy, don't be like that. We do have a lot of fun, and Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is all about us. It's the community, all of us, Reno Sparks area, Northern Nevada, and let's keep growing this community, guys. Let's keep growing this community. It's all about us coming together and helping those in need. Crazy thought, I know, is working with other people and helping people in need. Crazy thought.
Crazy thought.
But
But we
our-
also have an event too. Don't forget before we wrap up.
Which one?
We have an event. Don't forget.
Which event? What are you talking about?
Run for Love.
Oh, you want me to say? Okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
no. I was just telling you.
Go
don't
ahead.
forget
Go
about
ahead.
it,
Go
'cause
ahead.
I thought you were gonna wrap up.
I wasn't going to wrap up yet.
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Oh, good.
What's our next event?
So our next event is February 18th. It's called the Run for Love. And so it's every year. It's a 4-mile marathon. You can actually walk it. That's what I would do if I was in it. You can run it. They have coffee and registration at 8 a.m. at the El Dorado Ballroom. And then starting at 9 o'clock, you go and you do the 4 miles. There's a finish line. You get a pickle. And you get a beanie hat and a big medal, and it always supports a good cause every year. So this year, Circle Life Community Hospice, who I work for, actually sponsored it. And then in return, they also picked our nonprofit for the hospice house as giving part of the proceeds back. And so it's just a really fun thing. And people are like, why would a hospice sponsor that? Well, it's about, living your best life. We like to focus on the health. And even if you are on hospice, it's not about dying. It's about living for whatever time remains with quality and comfort and to the best of its potential, right? And so thinking about the whole circumference and circle of care, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional well-being. So we like to promote that. It's important. And so I just want to encourage you. You can still sign up. I forget the pricing. I think it's $44 for
I
an
have
adult.
the pricing right here. Let me see. Right there. So it is.
So $55 for adults now.
Yeah.
Early bird specials are over, but youth 17 and under are $39. And even if you can't afford to run and get a beanie and medal, just come down and hang out. There's lots of vendors at 8 a.m. And then also at the finish line, we're going to have pictures. And it's just a really fun event in downtown Reno.
Yep.
Really gets the community together to focus on promoting healthy living.
Yeah, my mom's gonna be there.
That's awesome. Yes.
She works out though, man. She lifts weights.
Works out.
I'm not even kidding. I wouldn't mess with her. She's got guns. She actually wanted to do bodybuilding at one point.
Whoa.
I'm like, oof. Yeah.
I was already scared of her.
Yeah, now you're really
Now
scared.
I'm really scared. I was scared.
Absolutely. Hey guys, I know this was a longer episode. We really appreciate you. Thank you for celebrating with us. Just comment if you see this. Comment and let us know that you're excited for the future of Good Shepherd. This is one of the things we wanted to announce because it's something that we've been hinting at for a while because it's been in the works. So we really appreciate Molina and their support.
Totally.
So definitely throw in the comments like a woohoo or something where you can join us in the celebration for sure.
Woo! Also, I have one more breaking news, if that's okay.
Uh-oh.
He's all worried. What is he going to say? No, I did want to say thank you to our sponsors. So soon we're going to have sponsorship opportunities. Because of you sharing this podcast, people are interested in sponsoring us so that they can have short commercials. So if you're interested in that, please contact Dave at dave@gsccreno.org. And he'll give you some pricing points. But this is really exciting because that money is going to go straight back into the mission. And also it's going to bring community businesses together and highlight that. And because of you guys participating, watching live, and sharing this podcast, that's going to happen. That's exciting.
And we're going to have a sponsorship wall as well in here very shortly. We're working on that as well. So if you'd like your business's logo, we're going to have different tiers. And if you'd like more information on that and you want to be a part of that, just email me at dave@getclothes.org or dave@gsccreno.org.
Oh, cool.
I did it. So if you'd like that, you got to let me know. Yeah, I didn't
As a
think
president,
so.
I like to be financially responsible and not spend money for an extra email.
It doesn't cost us
$5 more?
No, it doesn't cost us.
Oh, okay, I'll do it then. Does it go to this one email?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's kinda
it's an alias
cool.
email. Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know you could do that. See?
That's because I'm a nerd. That's why.
I'm younger but older in the tech part. I'm just not a techie.
I'm just a nerd, man. That's it. That's all I
I'm
got.
still trying to figure out what tech is. Don't even know.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us and having some coffee. Remember, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook. We are everywhere. You type in Community Cares, we pop up. So just definitely follow us on your favorite podcast app. You can listen to us on your drive to work or walking around the park or anything like that, because we're always highlighting fun community events as well as interesting nonprofits or businesses in our community. So we really appreciate you guys, and we help 700 people a month, no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's running.
It's running who?
You got my heart ready. Go catch it.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Horrible jokes. But
We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.